Something actually happened in Ghana of recent that you all do not know about, and Nigerians are shocked to see this. They are asking questions, why can't the same thing also be happening in their country? The president of Ghana did something unique and marvelous to the people of Ghana and to the economy of Ghana. And can Nigeria do this also? Can the Nigerian government take this bold step? Let's watch this video together. Don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe, okay?
Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great. Today I'm coming to you with a very serious update from Ghana. This is something I believe you all would love to hear, but I'm going to try to summarize it in the best possible way. Let's go. So the Ghanaian government has asked all foreign miners in Ghana until the 30th of April to leave their country. Yes, you heard me right. So until the 30th of April, I mean the end of this month, all foreign miners in Ghana are expected to leave. After the 30th, all their mining licenses or permits will be considered invalid. From the 1st of May 2025, foreigners will no longer be allowed to buy or trade artisanal gold directly in Ghana anymore. The government says this is the time to stop illegal mining in Ghana, to boost local revenues and also to protect their land. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of news I like to hear coming from our countries. But this is not even all that is happening right now in Ghana. They have also reclaimed one of their major gold mines that was previously run by the South African Gold Fields. They refused to renew their lease. They have decided to take control of everything that belongs to the Ghanaian people and manage it by themselves. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and see how things are going to go with this new development. But have it in mind that this is exactly the same thing Ibrahim Traore is doing in Burkina Faso. So let's just hope that this new government in Ghana will do the needful and the Ghanaian people will be able to enjoy their own natural resources. Thank you all for watching and let me know what you think about this video.
Here. Well, I need to say this. You just need to listen to him. Just listen to him a bit.
The topic for this video is how shameless and problematic Nigeria is at this point. I first of all know you would want me to mind my business and talk about my own country, Ghana. But listen, I don't really care about what you think. And if you haven't checked in my videos, I talk more about my country than any other on this platform. But at this point, it's not just silly and problematic how miserable Nigeria is. It's becoming for all of West Africa. And if you feel agitated already for my choice of words, wait and hear the rest of all I have to say.
Okay, so what he's trying to say, so I wouldn't make the video so long, is that he has never spoken about Nigeria because his concern is in criticizing and trying to sensitize Ghana. Exactly what I've been doing, because my interest is not actually in speaking for other countries, because I have no right to do that. So I'm speaking for my own country, and the particular place and way to, sensitize your country, your own country, is not by praising them and fighting or covering their ill or fighting other countries in a bid to cover the ill of your own country. You will never grow. That's why all these people that are acting like they're the superheroes for Nigeria, speaking against South Africa, speaking against Ghana, and covering the Nigerian evil, they are the ones that are destroying Nigeria the most. So just like him, my interest is in ensuring that my own country, Nigeria, begins to think right. And amongst every other person, I actually like the way Nigeria is right now. I think other countries should actually start speaking about Nigeria. So what he's actually trying to say is that he has never spoken about Nigeria and never intends to, but according to what's been going on, he has no option but to speak about Nigeria and the miserable state of this country. And this is totally the thing I agree with. But here's something these people don't, well, this is something other African countries don't get. Your fear on the population of Nigeria as to how it would affect other neighboring African countries is based on the violence, is based on the insurgency. No, that's not a problem. Let me tell you, the insurgency and the violence in Nigeria is a simple thing. All these things are politically retained. These people are not powerful in any way. If Nigerians truly have the intent to demolish this thing, it wouldn't even take them 24 hours. It's just because they're using these things politically to, nurture their selfish interests. So when it comes to other countries like Ghana or any other country around Nigeria, I think it's going to be easy for them to actually put a standstill to that, telling you people that it's actually not a big problem. Now, here is the problem on the population of Nigeria and how it would affect other African countries if it's not curbed in time, is the mindset of Nigerians, their criminality. Because one thing that happens to Nigeria is that they will infiltrate a country posing to be very peaceful sets of people, marry in that country, and then begin to harness their mentality, thereby establishing criminality in those other neighboring countries. Be careful.
Ghana just made a bold statement by telling foreign gold traders to pack their bags. Yes, you heard that right. Starting on the 30th of April 2025, no foreigner is allowed to trade gold directly in Ghana's local market. The government just hit the reset button on the gold game with a new law, meaning only one boss in town now. That means no middleman, no dodgy deals, just state control. For foreign traders, it's a buy. Local dealers, your license is gone. You want to trade gold? Better go through the gold board. Yes, I know you're asking why. Well, illegal mining, aka Galamsey, is wrecking the environment and draining cash. And with gold price skyrocketing, Ghana wants full control of its gold game to stabilize the city and start that foreign exchange. Well, is this a big move? Definitely. Controversial? Yep. Effective? Where we will see. The big question is this a power move or too risky?
To foreign loans. They borrow in dollars, but when the naira falls, like it did recently, dollar, that debt explodes in naira terms. Guess who carries the burden? Guess who is going to carry the load of that debt? Guess who is not going to get the benefit of any of that money? The same average Nigerian who can no longer afford rice, who can no longer afford electricity, who can no longer afford transportation, who can no longer afford even the basic food. The other day, somebody that works for the president was saying that you can buy a meal for 1,500 naira. I began to ask myself, how disconnected these people are from reality. Where in Nigeria can you buy one good solid meal for 1,500? Meanwhile, these leaders, these politicians, they are driving around in $1.5 billion cars. Can you imagine that a minister entered a car that was 1.5 billion? 1.5 billion in a state where 60 to 70% of people can't afford even one healthy meal. So meanwhile, the leaders are driving jeeps, SUVs, Prados, bought with borrowed money, and spending billions renovating offices. Think about it. There's nothing wrong with borrowing money. But if you're borrowing money, you don't borrow money as a country, as a business, right? To waste on luxury items. If you're going to borrow money, you are borrowing money to invest, to generate revenue. So whatever you're going to borrow that money for as a country, as a business, it should help you generate revenue. It should help you bring in money so that you can grow your country or grow your business. But what this government is doing is they are borrowing money for lavish lifestyle and to loot and steal. Because you see, if that money is not getting to the people, if the people are not feeling it, how can you tell us you are borrowing money to...
People are hungry.
Let them die. It's their fault. Yeah, I'm supporting Tinubu 100%.
You're supporting Tinubu?
100% to deal with Nigerians. There is nothing under the sun that I have not said before this election. Nigerians decided to take Indomie, 200 naira, and voted for rocks across the country. So the BBC, Voice of America, they had requested to interview me, TRT. I said no. All the things I needed to say, I said to them before the election.
People are hungry.
Let them die. It's their fault.
They are about to get mad now because the king of gold, Ghana, said twi and banned foreigners from local gold training as of the 1st of May 2025. Meet Ghanaian President John Dramani Mahama. He won the elections last year in Ghana, and surprisingly, the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, also attended his inauguration, which was a good sign because judging from what Ibrahim Traoré is doing for Burkina Faso, if they are, that means, so, and unfortunately in Africa, man, our presidents and our governance, they do us dirty. And it's always just a change and shift in power, but nothing really happens on the ground, and not much changes happen on the ground and for the people. So this, for him to have said in February that these are his plans to clean up the gold mining system in Ghana, and by the 2nd of April, he signs, and by the 1st of May, they're starting to implement. This is the board that is assigned by the president to be the sole buyer, the sole exporter, the sole seller of all gold produce in Ghana. And they'll be using the Ghanaian currency, no dollars. You see, guys, this is why Trump and I think he won't get all these mistakes he's making is because the pressure, the pressure. The gold price last week was around $3,200 US dollars per ounce. This is a lot of revenue that will be accumulated, especially using their own Ghanaian currency. I mean, I hope that we as Africa gets to a point where we have local miners mining our own minerals, because now in Ghana, and the Americans, they knew. This American company called Newmont was the one what had one of the largest mines in Ghana. Did they not just sell it to a Chinese company in October last year? They knew this was coming. I hope this becomes a thing, a trend in Africa, that we start trading with our own currencies, number one. Number two, have a board to control and manage our mining industries, because it's a mess everywhere in Africa. It's a mess.
Ghana is making a bold move to take full control of its small-scale gold trade. By April 30th, 2025, all foreign entities involved in buying or trading artisan ally mined gold in Ghana must exit the market. This directive is part of the government's strategy to increase revenue, eliminate smuggling, and protect the integrity of its natural resources. To enforce this, Ghana has established the Ghana Gold Board, known as GoldBod, which will now be the sole body authorized to buy, assay, sell, and export gold from licensed small-scale miners. All existing foreign licenses will be invalidated. Foreign companies won't be shut out entirely, but if they want to do business, it must now be directly through GoldBod. This shift comes after a significant surge in gold exports in 2024, totaling over $11.6 billion, with nearly half coming from small-scale mining. Authorities believe stronger oversight will boost foreign exchange and curb illegal mining activities, often linked to environmental destruction. Ghana's message is clear: it's gold, it's rules, and it's time to reclaim control.
Guys, see what Ghana is doing to the economy of Ghana. See how they are trying to protect their land from foreigners intruding upon their wealth, their gold. This is something Ghana is known for, gold. So imagine everybody coming to mine gold in Ghana. What will be left for Ghanaians? What investment, what will be left for them to trade with, or to make money from, or to use to better their country? That is one thing I keep telling Nigerians. See, Nigerian government, we've sold our oil, our crude oils. It is of no use again. So even Nigerians say it is hard. A country that produces oil, even we ourselves, it's expensive to use oil in Nigeria, because all these oils are being sold to people. Sold out to people, foreigners. They will come to Nigeria, they will collect our oils, they will, in fact, different kind of things that happens in Nigeria. And that is the reason why our economy is not growing. So this is a big step for the government of Ghana. This is a huge one, because now they are working. I've seen the government of Ghana working, because this is a major source of income for Ghana, and they are trying to protect it. This is what every government should do for their country: protect their source, protect everything that concerns them, protect their land from foreigners, because foreigners, they are ready to exploit everything. They are ready to milk the country dry until there is nothing remaining in that country. Then they will leave the country and go to another country. That is what is happening in some other African countries. Today, right now in Africa, the country Congo has every resources, but they are being exploited by the Westerners. And that is the reason why Congo today is the richest African country, but still yet the poorest of the poorest African country. So that is the reason why John Dramani Mahama is trying to protect the resources of Ghana. He doesn't want people to come and be mining their gold anyhow they like. So I think this is a wake-up call for Nigeria. If Nigerian government can wake up and fix their country just like the way Ghana government is doing theirs, I think Nigeria will be a better place to live in. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next one. Bye.